Whew, okay, it is 9:35 a.m. on a Thursday. We never stream at 9:30 a.m. Eastern on a Thursday, but here we are, and we're going to prep some Dungeons & Dragons. We got a super busy weekend coming up. Honestly, the next couple of weeks are absolutely bananas. We've got prep all day today to get ready for Extra Life and Curse of Strahd, which starts next week. We've got the final game of Wild Beyond the Witchlight tonight. We've got Crashgem podcast, 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, special time, because we are kicking off Extra Life. Then we're going to be doing a bunch of panels and games throughout the day, playing some Jackbox with Red Kobold Gaming at 3. And then I'll be playing some 5th edition Warcraft tabletop with Conti from 7 to 2 a.m. A bunch of other people are going to be playing a space horror game with DM Will from 7 to 2 a.m. Fast forward to Saturday, Lex is going to start his 24-hour marathon of Puzzle Dungeon. And Conti's going to continue running WoW adventures. I'm going to jump in maybe for a little bit, depending on how the schedule goes, or if anybody is willing to take my spot. Saturday night, we're going to be running an awesome adventure with Kobold Press called Upon the Icebound Terrace. And then that'll go until late. Fast forward to rewind. Saturday morning, Lex starts his marathon. And Conti starts his Warcraft adventure, or continues his Warcraft campaign. And then I run Red Hand of Doom with donation power-ups. So that's a whole thing. So then Saturday night, Upon the Icebound Terrace with Kobold Press. Saturday morning, Lex continues the marathon that they're running. I run my Divinity game in the afternoon, and then in the evening we finish up with Tomb of Decimation, a Kobold story. Then Monday we got Odyssey Prime, and then Tuesday we rest. Wednesday more Monster Hunter. Thursday, the first day of the new Curse of Strahd Nightfall campaign, and then it just keeps going from there. It's just crazy. So we're going to do the last prep for Witchlight we're ever going to do. And I don't know how long this is going to take, but I'm going to cap it at 1 hour because I got other stuff I got to do. So, Alexa, set a timer for 55 minutes.
55 minutes, starting now.
Alrighty. So right about now, they are in the final dungeon, in the final battle, as it were, against the Jabberwock and the League of Malevolence. They have defeated the League of Malevolence quite handily, and now all that remains is trying to stop the Jabberwock and free Zybilna. Now, they don't want to kill the Jabberwocky because they work for the Queen, and they understand that that's like her favorite pet or whatever, and she'll be extremely upset with them if they kill the Jabberwock, which I think is amazing role-playing on their part, because at this point, I'd be just like, I hate this monster, killing everything, but I'm not a great player, so there you go. I am ready to end the campaign, T-Pain. So, it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. And if I could be completely candid about this, I decided to run Witchlight because I was told it was a very short campaign. I was told that it was about 20 sessions or less. I think, let me go to my website. Hold on. I think my website might have the estimated sessions that's going to take. This is role-playing heavy, blah, blah. Does that mean combats are easy? All standards. 20 to 30 sessions. Okay, 20 to 30 sessions. So we're currently... Gosh, I don't actually know. Let me check. Oh no, the secret back end of my my YouTubes. Let's see. Witchlight. Last session was 36. So we're finishing up on 37. So we're 7 over what I thought it was going to be. Now, part of that was me. I added some content. I used the Daniel Khan DLC, and I also used you know, I did the Isekai side quest adventure, which took up like 5 or 6 sessions. So I own that. I own that. But I advertised it as going 30, and it's 37. So if I sign up for a campaign, this sounds crazy, but if I sign up for a campaign and the DM says it's going to go 50 to 60 sessions, and then I find myself at like session like 70, I'm going to be a little pissed off, I'll be honest. Because like my time is valuable, and while I enjoy playing Dungeons and Dragons and I enjoy a good story and I enjoy telling a good story and being a part of a good story, I also like when things end, right? A lot of people were like, why did you stop Skull and Shackles? You could have just done Skull and Shackles forever. And it's like, because there's other stories I want to tell and there's other things I want to do. So when I started Witchlight, the desire was a campaign that was quick. That was quick. This could have been quick, but I made it longer, and my players definitely made it longer. And they didn't even 5-star the campaign. There's some areas that they just didn't explore. So like, but I'm ready. I'm ready for it to end. But it's bittersweet because I have some really cool ideas for post-game content that I don't know when or if I would ever run it. So it's a little frustrating. Because the post-game content I came up with is like really cool. But again, I don't know when I'm going to have time for that. Anyways, so let's see. Currently, we left off with them near the cauldron, fighting the Jabberwock. The Queen is still frozen. Mercion's still frozen. Henrik has attuned to the cauldron because the cauldron lost its attunement to the Hag Coven when the coven was broken. So he risked his life to attune to it. And then now he knows, because, you know, why not? Now he knows that he can, like, reverse the spell by saying the spell that the hag said, but I'm going to say that he has to say it backwards. So that's kind of cool. So let me open up, I'm like all over the map. Let me open up the adventure for that. So let's see, sources, adventures. Now, the real way that you do it, well, there's a couple of ways to do it. You break the cauldron, that ends the effect. You use the unicorn horn on the queen, and she solves all your problems. But you can't use it on the queen unless you use her true name. Her true name is Natasha. I feel really bad because my players solved the map riddle from like session 1, and they know that Natasha is an important name, and a lot of them know that the queen is Natasha. But if they resolve the issue this way, they will never know for sure if she is, you know, Tasha the witch, Igwivel, right? They won't know. So, like, I don't know if I should tell them that or if it should remain unknown, right? And then I said that they could explore the rest of the castle if they finished up early, and we would just kind of hang out and answer questions and stuff. So we're going to have a good time tonight, and meta, maybe they'll find out the answer, but who knows for sure. All right, so let's see. Let it remain unknown? Yeah, I think that's probably for the best. I mean, I know Red is going to immediately read the adventure, just like my kid did. My kid's running this adventure right now as an isekai adventure, so super proud about that. Let's see. Palace of Heart's Desire. No, we need the cauldron. Magic items. Here we go. Ugh, man. Okay, so the chromatic roses, the cloak of many fashions, the dread helm. Wow. Dust of corrosion, eldritch staff, Igwivel's cauldron. All right. Now it says that you can only attune to it if you're a spellcaster, but honestly, forget all that. Spellcasters have too much good stuff already. So Igwivel crafted this wondrous cauldron with the help of her adopted mother, the Archfey Baba Yaga. The cauldron has 2 forms. Only Igwivel or Baba Yaga can change the cauldron from one form to another by using an action to touch it, which either can do without being attuned to the item. In its first form, the cauldron is made of solid gold and embossed on the outside with images of bare branch trees, falling leaves, and broomsticks. In its second form, the cauldron is made of iron and embossed on the outside with images of bats, toads, cats, lizards, and snakes, 8 of each animal. In either form, the cauldron is roughly 3 feet in diameter and has a 2-foot wide mouth, a round lid with a molded handle at the top, and 8 clawed feet for stability. The cauldron weighs 80 pounds when empty and can hold up to 100 gallons of liquid. Any humanoid creature that attunes to the cauldron must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or be aged to the point of decrepitude. In this state, the creature's speed is halved, the range of its vision and hearing is reduced to 30 feet, and it has disadvantage on all ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws. The creature will reach the end of its natural lifespan in 3d8 days. Only a wish spell or divine intervention can reverse this aging effect. The 3 hags have attuned to the cauldron simultaneously, provided they formed a coven. If the coven disbands, the attunement ends for all 3 hags. Random properties. Regardless of the form it takes, the cauldron has the following random properties. 1 minor beneficial property. Welp, I probably should have rolled that since it didn't include the adventure. And 1 minor detrimental property, so we'll roll that. As explained in the description of Igwil's cauldron, the poem titled The Witch Queen's Cauldron is an incantation that hints at the time-freezing properties of the artifact. 8 cats perch atop 8 dead attending. 8 lizards flee from 8 rats scavenging. 8 toads climbing meet 8 dead and falling. 8 snakes sneak under 8 bats screaming. 8 eyes open, always dreaming. All on the cauldron that is ever seeming. So that, like, started the effect. I thought it'd be kind of cool if they had to read it backwards. I wonder if there's, like, a web app that can do it. Let's see. Make my text backwards. Textreverser.com. The internet has everything. Alright, let's paste it in. Alright, reverse text. Alright, Nimis Reve Si Tot Nordlak Et No La. Fun. Okay. Let's see. Or we could reverse the wording. Seeming ever is that cauldron, the on all. Dreaming always open eyes 8. Screaming bats 8. Under sneak snakes 8. That seems kind of dumb. Flip text. Whoa. Oh, geez. Okay. So Nidnetta Dade Thiggy Pota. Wow. Or just reverse each word's lettering. Oh, man. What a cool tool. Let's see. Maybe we should just have him read it normally. I don't know. Yeah, no, these all just seem like they'd be very difficult to read. So, okay. It was worth a thought, though. Alright, let's see. What properties was this thing supposed to have that I forgot to roll? How come I don't have access? Hear me out. I'm in D&D Beyond, right? Shouldn't I just always have access to my D&D Beyond dice? Like, why should I only get my D&D Beyond dice when I'm in my character sheet? Like, where's my D&D Beyond dice? You know what I'm saying? Like, how's the DM supposed to enjoy things? I know that in 5th edition, the DM's not supposed to enjoy things. While attuned to this artifact, you get a +1 bonus to your armor class. Oh, okay. Yeah. Make a note of that. Send that over to him. Probably should have brought this up. Forgot to tell you this last week. Okay. Let's see. And then minor detriment. Okay. So we'll roll another D-hundy. 87. While you're tuning the artifact, animals within 30 feet of you are hostile towards you. Well, that's not good. Alright. I guess the Jabberwock isn't an animal, though, so it should be alright. It also seems kind of weird because, like, Zybilna has that pet owl that is an animal, And I mean, that really wouldn't play well if she's always attuned to it. Let's try again. 93. While attuned to this artifact, you must eat and drink 6 times the normal amount each day. Yikes. Okay. There we go. It's a little bit more manageable. I guess Tosh should be kind of thick. Unless she's using some kind of tapeworm familiar. Maybe she's got a tapeworm familiar. Alright. That handles that, I suppose. So, they need to read these words. Let's see. I'll send that to them as well. These are the magic words. Okay. So, we've got all that sorted. Some of them are talking about trying to regroup. Some of them are saying, like, balls out, let's just do this thing, get it knocked out. Either way, the events here will unfold. And there's a lot that we have to deal with. There's a lot of NPCs. So, at the end of the campaign, that's when we have to do the epilogues. Alright. So, let's see. Oh, man, I can't spell epilogues. Did I do it? Oh, shit. Okay. So, where do I even begin? Okay. Let's start with the characters. So, we'll start with Lucky. Alright. Lucky is offered... no, not offered. Lucky is expected to continue his service to the Queen as the captain of the Royal Guard. While there are many there are many loose ends that must be tied up. The Queen is sure to task him with the punishment. Let's see. I'm so bad at writing. The Queen is sure to task him. Okay. While there are many loose ends that must be tied up, the Queen wants Lucky to handle his brother Agdon personally. His chaos and banditry while the realm was shattered and suffering demands swift punishment. He must once again be made an example to others that would break the Queen's rule. Rules 3. All right. Good. Let's see. Oh, what about Susan Peterman? Here, Susan Peter. Susan Peterson still hopes they can meet up for some coffee. Some hot coffee. Hey. All right. Period. Okay. Let's see. Zyla. All right. Does the Queen ever reveal to Zyla that that's her daughter? Maybe not. I think it's kind of implied, though. Zyla is expected to return to work leading the champions of the stone. With the curse on the Queen lifted and Endolin dead, the curse the evil end placed on Alex's surrogate mother is lifted. Her family regains their memories and know that Alex was never really a part of their family, yet retain all the false memories to the contrary. All right. I don't remember the name. I think it's Rogue. Xyla's cat, Rogue, is thrilled to be back in Prismere and safe, warm, and pampered in the palace. Alright. Let's see. Okay, who else is Amber Curl? Alright. Captain Amber Curl is expected to resume his duties as Admiral of the... I guess it wouldn't be Captain anymore. Amber Curl is expected to resume his duties as Admiral of the Queen's Air Force. Ships need to be repaired and rebuilt. New crew must be acquired and trained. And the open positions of 2nd and 3rd Fleet captains must be filled. As to the fate of Darth Circumcision, who can say for sure? ... Alright, and then we've got Elion. Alright. Whew, okay. Let's see. Elion. Alright. No longer living in the dark shadow of his mother, but no longer inheritor to her estate. Elion is expected to continue his work as the palace alchemist and member of the Champions of the Stone. Alright. No longer living in the dark shadow of his mother, but no longer here to stay. Elion is expected to continue his work as the Palace Alchemist and member of the Champions of the Stone. I feel like that's kind of it. I don't really know what else Elion had going on. Maybe I'm just being a bad DM, but like just kind of I feel like his stuff was pretty much wrapped up dealing with his mom. Okay. Let's see. So then that brings us to Henrik. All right. Henrik lives despite his best efforts. There will always be more monsters to slay and more people to defend. The Queen extends an offer to return to her service. Take back up the mantle of the Green Champion and Warden of Prismere. Okay, so then we get to NPCs. Okay. Let me pad this out a little bit. There we go. So, we'll just run down the... Let's see. So, what's your overall opinion DMing a campaign that is less combat heavy, if any at all? Would you have been satisfied if no combat had transpired at all? I would have been okay with it. I don't think my players would have been okay with it. I think some of them would have been okay with it, like, but I know that Wes would have wanted combat. I know that the other 4 would have preferred combat. I know that Wes would have died without combat. I know that the other 4 would prefer having combat to not having combat. I think that Dom, Red, and I think Dom and Red for sure would have been okay with 100% roleplay. Now, that begs the question, right? You see it all the time. Is 5e the right game for that? Can you run a social game that just comes down to a series of role-playing decisions and checks? You know, just rolling a d20, which is a huge number variable, and hoping for the best, right? Yeah, I think it would have been all right, but it's very... I don't know. I think that it might be a little boring. I think that the best way that you could have run this, the best way that I could have run this if I were to do it again, would be much more like Theater of the Mind, like we did with the Isekai arc. I think we would just, we would narrate everything, and then when there were fights, all of those fights would be, oh, thanks, Orpheus. Man, could you hack the whole 5e system to roll 2d10s instead of 2d20s? I mean, I guess you could. I don't know. I feel like the D20 thing is mitigated a little bit by the advantage-disadvantage system. Like, if you do well and you think well and on your feet and you organize well, you can generally do everything with advantage. So that helps. But, I don't know. And as you get higher in level, things become more assured, as it were. But yeah, I don't know. I think 5e shines when it has a little bit of combat thrown in there. So, I don't know. Again, if I did it again, I think I would have less combat for sure, and I would try to make everything into a narrative combat, like we did with the modern day side quests, the Isekai side quests. That's the optimal way to run this campaign, I think. That being said, it's been fun. I haven't had any regrets. I think it's been pretty enjoyable. So, we'll see. All right. NPCs. I guess we should open up their B team document. That might be a good way to do it. So, let's see. Where are you at, B team? Or is it over here? There we go. B team link. All right. So, let's see. Jebic, Fluffy Bottom. Alright, so here's the thing. We'll say takes anyone's spot in the champions if they decline the position. So that's important to note. Is pardoned by the Queen on the stipulation that she help bring Longscarf to justice. Continues to be a gun nut and internet enthusiast. Enthusiast? Yeah, that's definitely not how you spell it. Alright. Wow, Nightbot has a lot to say today. Yikes. Okay. Alright, so next up would be Clapperclaw. Alright, let's see. Uses his guide powers to guide travelers across the restored realm of Prismere. At last, finding a way to be useful. Cool. Let's see. Sir Talavar. Let's see. Sir Talavar escapes from the Queen. No, wait. Doesn't escape. Returns to the Court of Summer with whatever intel he was able to gather. Once he leaves, the Queen informs the party that Talavar was never to be trusted and marks him for death. Alright. Vlank the Unseen. Alright, so this will be another takes anyone's spot. Let's see. But it'll be like descending order kind of thing. Takes anyone's spot and the champions is declined the position. Willing, let's see, wants to join Admiral Ambercurl's fleet. Let's see. Has seen too many strange and wonderful things to ever return to downfall. Okay. Winterbow. Alright, so Winterbow converts the ruins of Skabatha's toy factory into a multi-versal orphanage. But like the good kind. Alright. Let's see. Octavian Melamane. I don't even know what to say about this guy. He didn't really catch on with anybody. Octavian Meliamne. Okay. Decides to stay on with Sue and help run the inn at the end of the road. Cool. Master Tobin. Alright. Travels the plains looking for the remainder of his scattered village. Alright. Elkhorn. And Molliver. Alright. If they learn Queen is Tasha, it becomes a problem. If Strongheart died, they are very upset. His body is unrecoverable. They offer to let any of the PCs join Valor's Call. Okay. Alright. Oh, so this is like 2 different events here. So either way, if Strongheart dies, they're very upset. Okay. And then we'll put, if they never find out about Tasha, they offer they promise to remain stalwart allies of the Queen and the champions. There we go. If they learn the Queen is Tasha, it becomes a problem. They will try to stop her, and the Queen will order a hit on them. Yikes. Alright, then we've got... There's so many NPCs. Jesus fucking Christ. Glad I decided to do this now instead of later. Daff Adil. Okay. Let's see. Ideally, we'll continue to hang out with Henrik. Should... yeah, seems pretty good. You can be a good, you know, character and still be kind of two-dimensional. All right, Squirt. Okay. Is hired on as the palace's garage mechanic. Cool. And Amador and Paulinella. Love conquers all. The duo travel the plains, righting wrongs, helping the helpless, and engaging in lewd public sex acts. Alright. Gleam and Glister. Alright. Reunited. They ask the Queen to help Witch and Light extend or perhaps finalize the Carnival trade agreement and reopen planar passages throughout Prismere. As well as help return those taken by the Coven to their families. So this is also Hurley and Burley. All right. Cool. So that covers all of them. Now I guess we're going to just go through... Oh, shit. I just closed out of my game. Good times, good times. All right. Let's open it back up. Alright. So let's see. I guess we could just start sorting people we can see on the dashboard. That's always a good way to do it. Shadow Demon. Does this guy have a name? I certainly don't remember it. Maybe we should just go scene by scene. That could work too. Alright. Auction house. Is there anybody here that we really need to know about in this auction house? I guess Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. Okay. Witch and Light. Nope. There we go. Alright, so Witch and Light want to keep their carnival. Want Star to be reunited. I guess we could just do Star as a separate entry. Alright. Star, the Displacer Kitten, is reunited with his father and the carnival family. Happy ending. Want to keep their carnival. Pay the party the original reward money offered for saving their livelihood. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Is there anybody else there that we really care about? Probably not in this particular scene. Alright. So then we'll go to the actual BronyCon. Oh, yeah. We definitely want to find out what happened to Tara Strong. Okay. Let's see. Continues to be one of the greatest voice actors of any age ever. Good to know. Let's see. Oh. Here we go. Let's see. Susan Peterson. Starts her own supernatural detective agency. Still trying to get on that lucky. Alright. Mishka Peterson. Returned to school. Got great, good grades. And started a successful business consulting as a sensitivity consultant. There we go. As a freelance sensitivity consultant. Perfect. All right. See, was there anybody else here jogging any memories? No, no. What about Mima's, let's see, Mima. Okay. Let's see. Received an anonymous check for $1 million. She used it to help her neighbors and beautify the neighborhood. And lift up any struggling businesses. See, Mima was a good person. Alright. Lost and found bar. Alright. King Raccoon. Still rules over the alleyway to this day. Wow, we're just tearing it up here. Okay, let's see. Henrik, Elliot, Twig. Okay. Alright. The lost and found. Eventually fired their terrible cook. But still went under. The lot was purchased by a very short woman who dresses like a D&D character. She reopened it under the same name, but new management. It is said to serve as a planar hub between Yarth and the realms. Alright, cool. Let's see. So then we've got... I think I archived the carnival, probably. I don't know if there's anything really at the carnival we needed to discuss. I could probably just bullshit that stuff. Man. Brigand's Tollway, Agdon Longscarf is at large. Agdon Longscarf has gone into hiding, comma, but is still at large. Okay. Okay, so then we got the cottage. Bavlorna. Bavlorna, blight, straw. It's hard to stay mad at family. The queen eventually pardons Bavlorna. It was, after all, her clumsiness that prevented the League and the Coven from fulfilling their diabolical plans. Diabolical plans. Okay. Downfall remains a swamp under her control. Though the rest of Hither is reclaimed by Prismere. Alright. Scabatha. Am I spelling Scabatha wrong? Probably. Scabatha Nightshade. There we go. Scabatha Nightshade. Because of her mistreatment of children within the realm of Prismere, Scabatha is banished from the realm. It is unknown where she wound up, but no doubt, wherever she is, the children there are in danger. Okay. Let's see. Endlin Moongrave is dead. Endlin Moongrave is dead. Unfortunately, her death signals the beginning of a great and terrible apocalypse. But that is a future Champions of the Stones problem. Alright, let's see. What other major players are there? Oh, I guess I should go back up here. Let's see. Strongheart. I don't really think they care about Strongheart, so that'll just be covered by Elkhorn Malver. Alright. Okay. Oh, what about Wendell? Let's see. Wendell. Haunted by dreams and nightmares of the horrors and adventures he endured. Wendell eventually uses his father's money to start a video game company and creates the greatest VR MMO of all time by age 15. Alright. Let's see. Who else we got here? The Ginger Bros. Lorius, Archmage, Treant, Telemy Hill. Blah. Okay, Jingle Jangle. Okay. Let's see. Continues collecting keys, but is hired by the Queen to become a portal master. Telemy Hill continues to travel Prismere, lending its strength to those who are sick and dying in neighboring realms. Alright. I guess Telemy Hill is technically its own character. Sorry, Jingle Jangle. There we go. Good God, there's so many NPCs in this campaign. What the fuck? I mean, wow, so cool. Love all these goddamn NPCs, so many. Let's see. Strongheart, Thinnings. They didn't even get to meet Thinnings. Whatever. Dub for Gale, they don't get to meet her. Boyd Heach. Aw. I'll mention Boyd Heach. Boyd Heach. Unless someone tells him otherwise, he continues to think he is handsome and operates the windmill. Cool. The Jabberwock. Okay. Assuming it didn't die. If it lives, it continues to be a huge liability and an obvious weakness of the queen. Alright, and all those peeps out in the garden, we'll just bullshit those answers. Yawn, Daffodil, I don't really give a shit what happens to those people. Goblin Shadows. They never went and collected their wishes. Oh well. Motherhorn, Stage Fright. Oh. Here we go. Charm. And Stage Fright. Charm. Skilla. And Stage Fright. Turn Motherhorn into a planar vacation destination. Live shows, extreme mountain sports. Cool. Let's see. Thither. The goblins. Blah, blah. Labana Mossy Pants. Okay. Let's see. Finally gets the real estate situation figured out. A whole colony of airship-minded goblins is formed. Many seek service in the Queen's Air Force. Cool. What about Will and the Lost Boys? Alexa, stop the timer. Alright, I said I only want to do an hour, but like we're so close to the end. Alright, let's see. So we'll do Will of the Feywild and the Lost Boys. Basically are offered jobs by the Queen to serve as low-level adventuring party. Handles jobs too easy for the champions of the stone. Alright, that seems pretty good. And let's see. Oh no! Here's the heartbreaker. Lamorna. Alright. Finds out about the murder of her husband. Depending on how the players handle it, she becomes a villain or an ally. Okay. They never met. Juniper. Little Oak is just happy to be there. Let's see. They killed all those people. We already covered those people. They never met Yarn Spinner. Gerblins. Brownies. He's dead also. Alright. I think I think that's good. I think we have enough epilogues to get us through tonight. So we have a general sense of... Excuse me. Oh, man. I'm so tired, guys. I've been working, like, so hard lately. Alright. Maybe I'll take a nap today. That's crazy. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. So that's it. That's our final prep for Witchlight. What were some of the things I had thought about doing for, like a post game? Okay, so the idea in my game is that they used to be the champions of the queen, and they were all, like, cursed and banished. So, they, if they take their jobs back, she, like, you know, reforms her A-team, as it were, and then there's, like, interdimensional, like, planescape-style adventures that she sends them on. The most important of which, there's two. There's two important ones. Okay, so I had three ideas. One is you deal with Gratz, the Demon Prince of Desire and all that kind of stuff. That's her ex-boyfriend, ex-baby daddy, whatever. So, like, that was like a whole higher level post-game, is that she is sending you to deal with Gratz, which is pretty badass, right? Another one is dealing with Baba Yaga. So, basically, the death of Endlin Moongrave just sets off Baba Yaga, and she just gets really, really angry. And so she basically brings down like a huge curse on Earth, because that's where Tasha is from, and that's where the party was banished to. And she blames Tasha for the death of Endlin, and then she blamed the people that work for Tasha, and then she knows that they all like Earth, and Baba Yaga might be originally from Earth, you never know, right? And so, anyways, she decides to curse it, and then, literally to save Earth. So that's like heavy duty, like World of Darkness, like what's the word I'm looking for? It's very, like, it continues with the modern fantasy, right? It's like more modern fantasy. So you got a Planescape option, you got a modern fantasy option, and then the third one is Shadowfell based. So this whole adventure focused on like mirrors and reflections and things like that, and the breaking of things and the fixing of things. So Tasha, in order to be a good aligned fairy godmother, she took her evil alignment and she physically removed it from her body, and she put it into a bunch of demons. So if you go to the second floor of the palace, she has a nursery where she has these babies right here, and these babies have like all of her evil alignment in them. So what happens is basically these evil babies are gone when they go to, like, when they end the time stop or whatever. Like, something happened, right? And basically with all that time and space magic going on, they created an upside down, like straight Stranger Things style. Like, so you've got there we go. So you've got Prismeer, and then you flip it upside down, and then you've got like the reverse of Prismeer, and that's essentially what happens. I don't know what Prismeer would be if we wrote it backwards. Here we go. Text reverser. Do your thing. Reamserp. So yeah. So basically, it creates a shadow version of this with a shadow queen, and then they have to and shadow versions of themselves, and so they have to like stop these people, and then it becomes like a realm versus realm fighting for which is which. And that would be more of like the fairy, more Feywild stuff. It'd be Feywild, Shadowfell, more roleplay heavy, doing a lot of intrigue and kind of dealing with more weird fantasy stuff. So that would be a more traditional extension. So those are the 3 post-game ideas I had, and I don't think I'll be able to run any of them. Listen, Kingdom Hearts sounds like everything, okay? Kingdom Hearts sounds like everything because the writers are so bad at Kingdom Hearts that they just take every idea and they just throw it into a pot, all right? Anyways, that everything sounds like Kingdom Hearts. It's literally the mashup of all things. So yeah, that's the 3 things that I would be like, yo, if we ran this again, like if we ran a follow-up, what would it be? Would you want to do a Planescape? Would you want to do a D20 Modern? Or would you want to do a more Feywild stuff? Would be the 3, which would be the 3 flavors. So anyways, I thought all that would be really cool, but I'm also kind of tired of running this campaign, so I don't know when I would make time for a follow-up game, but it would be kind of neat. It would be kind of neat. So, and maybe it could be something like I did with Storm King's Thunder, where it's like once a month we get together and we run one of these scenarios or work on it. I don't know. All right. So that's kind of it for getting ready for Wild Beyond the Witchlight finale, which is tonight. So it's a little bittersweet. Orpheus and I are going to hang out on the 12th. I think that's right. Yes. Saturday afternoon. Not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. We're going to hang out, and we both ran Wild Beyond the Witchlight. We both ran it with some extra stuff added in and some homebrew. We both ran it added some very silly stuff to it. And his game ended last week. My game ends this week. So they started and they stopped at roughly the same time. So we're gonna do we're gonna do a post-mortem together. So we're both gonna look at what happened in the campaign, what we liked, what we didn't like, what we would do different. We'll answer some questions if people have it in chat. And I will try to schedule time with the group to maybe meet up, and then we just do like a wrap party kind of thing. Unfortunately, we can't do a wrap party next Thursday because I'm immediately starting Curse of Strahd. I've already delayed the start of Curse of Strahd by 2 weeks or whatever. So, and speaking of Curse of Strahd, we are going to be doing Curse of Strahd prep later tonight around 6 o'clock. So, you know, I'll see you then. Maybe I'll do some prep before tonight. We'll see. But I also need to get more things ready for Extra Life. We got to work on Kobold Story, the Tomb of Decimation. And I'm going to take a break, and then I'll probably be back around maybe 11:30. Sounds good, to work on some Kobold stuff. So I'll be back in about 45 minutes. So hope everybody's enjoying their Thursday. We'll be back to work on Extra Life prep, level 20 super dungeon, completely unfair, meant to kill as many kobolds as possible dungeon. And I guess I'll see you then. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.